after having my daughter, I found myself starting to spiral in things that I thought were important, but they weren't. I found myself engulfed in a direct sales business. And it brought me joy. It gave me a sense of purpose. So I thought I was good at it. I was having fun with it. But I was also creating a monster. And I didn't like the monster that was being created, and I called her Mommy Monster. See, Mommy Monster would get so anxious about things. I would prioritize my business tasks over my children, my husband. And there was a moment that I had during COVID, during virtual kindergarten and having a toddler running around, that I just lost my marbles. And I said something to my son that I never wanted those words to come flying out of my mouth towards him. And it was, I want to kill you. And I'm not even sure exactly the events that happened prior to it, but it just was a moment that I was stopped dead in my tracks and immediately started crying. Of course, he ran off scared. And I thought to myself, whoa, hold on a second. One, my father is in prison for murder. And two, I worked as a child life specialist for 10 years in the hospital setting, where I was surrounded by individuals just like me who lost their marbles and snapped, and their child was harmed or no longer alive. And that scared me. It scared me because I knew that I was really close in that moment. Yes, it was words that flew out of my mouth, but I just felt how I could have snapped. And I thank God that day that I knew not to. But I know that there are people out there that might not have the coping skills, and it happens, and their life is forever changed. So those two things really made me start to evaluate what was going on in here and here. And so I went down this path of trying to find, fixes for stuff that going on in our life. So I was overstimulated. I was pretty anxious about things. I was snappy. So I looked to things such as meditation, different supplements, CBD. Let me tell you, it helps. It might be helpful, but I found it wasn't the sustainable thing. It wasn't the thing that was going to heal here. Because once this area in your heart starts to want to heal, then I think your brain wants to heal too. So really started diving into what can I do? Well, I had started attending meetings with a MOPS group, which is Mothers of Preschoolers. And I was kind of getting my Jesus fill there because I really didn't think that I needed Jesus in my life. I had another traumatic childhood experience in grade school, and I just shut it off. very similar to my dad, right? So going forward, I was attending these meetings. I had a moment with another mom who told me, Leah, you have a father that loves you. And to tell you the truth, I wasn't sure what she meant. But that statement really got me curious. It got me curious to learn more about God our Father. And so I finally decided to just give in to that urge of maybe going to church might start to help me. Maybe I might start to find some peace and healing. Maybe I might find some sanity.